You listening to DisRace, DC Curry's DisRace. You got Deacon Torrance sitting in for DC. Bo P, Sister JJ, Bullhead.
What going on?
Well, prayers up for my boy Damar Hamlin from the Buffalo Bills, man. On Monday night, for those of you who are not aware, he was after a tackle, man. Cardiac arrest,
clean tackle,
collapsed. I mean, on the field, collapsed.
No pause for 7 minutes, I think they said. 7 or 9.
7 minutes?
Nope.
I know they brought him back
9 minutes into the game.
They resuscitated him twice, they said, on the field.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now he's in critical condition at the hospital. And but they're saying he's showing signs of improvement.
Yes.
So we definitely want to send prayers up to him. And
yes.
I tell you something I saw
and
today
his mom.
the team, everybody.
Yes.
Now there's been a little bit of controversy, though. I don't know if y'all saw the tweet from Skip Bayless. Did y'all see that?
Yeah.
Y'all hear Skip Bayless say it?
Yeah.
Why we ain't start?
Essentially, he said, why we just didn't keep the game going.
Why the game ain't keep going? That's heartless.
Now I got a question for you. Did he say that because he white? Skip is white and Damar is black?
Okay.
Now what if it had been a white player?
We've been talking about that. And from my understanding, he pretty much, I'm going to just say this. It was heartless. I'm not going to say the man is racist. Right. I'm going to say it was heartless. That's what I'm going to, because it was heartless. Now, would he have said that if the man was white? I don't know. All I can say right now is that statement was heartless.
I agree.
Well, you think Skip was right or wrong?
He definitely was wrong.
I think Skip was wrong for the timing. But it is the nature of the NFL. Remember back when the Lions football player, the Detroit Lions, they had a football player. He got paralyzed on the field. They brought out the whole situation they did for him, put him in it, and the game went on. The game went on after that. So Skip, it was heartless, but it's the reality, man. You play a brutal sport. You play a gladiator sport. And so gladiators, you get, hey, man, I played the game before. I had friends that got hit and they was out, and we kept playing on.
So you're saying they should have taken him off the field and then kept the game going?
No, I'm saying.
Because that's what Skip is saying. Skip is saying.
That's what he's saying.
After they got him off.
What I'm saying, that was wrong at the time, but that was the gladiator sport back in the day. He was wrong for saying it today because the game is more sensitive today.
I just think even though he thought it, he just shouldn't have said it.
Right.
And that's what they're used to doing. Right. They're used to, and we are living in a time where we're more conscious and we speak up now. It's like, do you even care about us? And one of the players said it felt good to know that they treated us like people. Right. We're not just players.
Right.
But they're not robots.
What's crazy,
we're human beings.
What's crazy, right?
Well, they're human beings.
It just came on the internet, on Instagram the other day, a joke by Patrice O'Neal. He was saying, when I played football, you knock a motherfucker out, you was happy. He didn't get up. You tell his family member, yeah, you shouldn't let the nigga play this game. Let him go play soccer or something.
But Damar did the tackle, though.
Huh?
Damar did the tackle, right?
Right. What I'm saying is, it's just a sign of the times when you can't be so sensitive about things like you used to be back in the day. And
well, that's because now they're realizing that all of those.
It's sad that Skip was caught up in the signs of the times.
But they're realizing now that all of those hits and stuff, it affects the players in the long run. So now we're more cautious and we're more sensitive to the human side of the players.
Which brings me to my next question. Do you think the concussion protocols in the NFL are strict enough?
Well, you really can't be.
I know they changed. I know they changed.
It's hard to regulate that.
They're supposed to have improved it. I know that.
I go back to the joke that Patrice O'Neal did. Back in the day, you should be able to knock people out and be glad you knocked them out. So I'm saying the rules in the NFL has changed. When Mel Blount used to knock people out, it was exciting. He knocked them out. He's out the game. You know what I'm saying? And so,
Lawrence Taylor, bragged about, ending Joe Theismann's career.
When all them, you know what I'm saying, when you got knocked out the game, That was a great day. Like I knocked him out. He wobbling.
Yeah, but
Till
now
his mama
what we're
come
saying
get him.
is now we're more sensitive to the fact that the football players are not just a player; they are a human being. So, in reference to the concussion rule, if I'm not mistaken, didn't they improve it?
They did some improvements, but
Okay.
do you think it's enough now? Not saying that. I mean, we don't know exactly. We know Damar had cardiac arrest. We don't know what that was. Was that caused from the hit? Was it something?
Hidden
Was it,
underlying.
You know, what was it? What
It
actually
came from
caused
a lot of
it?
different
Right.
things.
We don't know that part yet.
Because
Don't
it was
get-
two.
don't
It was
get
two
me wrong.
hockey players that happened to two hockey players before. One, I think about 12 years ago, and then one it happened maybe about 2-3 years ago.
Right.
So it could have been an underlying issue, or the way he was hit.
The way he hit the
The
guy.
way he was hit. Oh, the way he hit the guy. So like,
trauma-
I think
it
it's
could
like
have been
one
from
of
the
those
trauma.
freaking accidents.
No, don't get me wrong. I have compassion for Damar Hamlin and his family and what he's going through.
Yes.
But when you ask me, was Skip wrong? I'm saying Skip. Maybe it was off the instinct. He was saying, "Hey, this happened before. We done had players laid out all over the field, and the game went on." So,
But even
Skip is saying, "Hey, this happened before."
right,
But
but
I agree that the game should have stopped because we never seen something like that when a guy stand up and
Fall
pass
straight out.
But even after Skip, it was brought to Skip's attention of how that statement
Yeah.
affected Damar, the Buffalo Bills, and the other individuals. Skip has refused to
To
apologize.
apologize.
I mean, even Shannon
is
Sharp
standing
was
his
like,
ground.
yeah, Shannon Sharp went off on him earlier today.
Exactly on the radio on the TV show.
But I want to say this: thank God, Skip, that you weren't in charge, because he would have just let everybody else play.
Look at
And
this
you
point
can't
of view.
expect those
Look-
players to, because that was their friend, not just a player. That's their friend.
and they
I mean, they had players on the
mental
other
state
side,
is not gonna be-
coming to his
Their
assistance.
okay.
they said that Damar, he is one of the most. Well, I won't say the most, but he was a very genuine guy.
Yeah.
You know, he had
He is.
he had his GoFundMe now, which is up to like $6 million for the tour
charity.
drive that he wanted to do in his area. So I think that's one of the reasons why the players from the other team and so many others are
Affected
by it because he was a
he's
genuinely good guy.
Is he ain't gone?
Right.
That's correct. He is making improvements.
Yeah.
That's right.
But then, did you also see? I
So
think
he
it's-
won't apologize.
He will not apologize.
He won't
He's standing his ground. He
He's
said
not
he didn't do anything
saying
wrong.
he won't
I
even
think
say
it was
that
wrong.
the timing was wrong. He
I
won't
think it was
say
wrong
anything.
about the statement, but I can see why he would try to say that because it's been done before in the NFL. Like,
Yeah.
it's all kinds of players that went down and the game went on.
But just 'cause you
maybe
think
he
it
didn't-
don't mean you should
He
say
didn't
it.
think enough to like this is something different. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not mad at Skip.
So
because
now to me, Skip is
he
like,
just trying to figure out how the game gonna proceed at the heat of the moment. You know, you live on the air, and not live on the air, but you got to respond to the situation. And maybe he spoke wrong. You know what I mean? But
so now to me, it's like
it's happened
he's not gonna allow the media to control him like everyone
I
else
put
will
like
come
this.
back and apologize.
Well,
I
his-
put it like this: when Steve McNair got shot and killed, did the game go on? Did the
He
game
wasn't
go on?
playing. He wasn't playing.
Yeah, he was.
He wasn't playing at that point.
Yeah, he was.
I don't think he was playing.
Yeah, Steve McNair was still playing, man.
But
He didn't get shot and killed on the field.
it-
Yeah, but I'm saying he didn't get shot and killed. But I'm saying
We-
this,
but
that's
this
why
happened on the
that's why
field.
this
Yeah,
was
he didn't get
different.
shot and killed on the
That's why this was
field.
different. That's why this was different. But I'm just being an antagonist. I hate that it happened, and I love the fact that they didn't let the game go on because it's tragic, man, to play a game like that when you know your partner that
That's
went
my
down
point.
like that.
That's my
But
point. They wasn't mentally ready
I'm
to
just
play
saying
that game.
From Skip part.
I mean, finish the game.
From Skip part. And Shannon tried to let him know, man, you had an opinion, and maybe that's your opinion. And Shannon tried to say that, but he cut him off. But I'm just saying, this is a.
I think Shannon cut him off because
it's like watching MMA fights. You see a guy get knocked out in an MMA fight, do you like, oh Lord, next week is he gonna? Are we gonna worry?
But see, at
about
that
him?
point, they knock him out. It's over.
Right.
They're not going to keep going. In this case, what Skip is saying, well, he fell out, so we're going to take him off the field and keep going.
Yeah.
That's not the
And
same.
it just
And
was
then
so insensitive because he didn't just fall out.
Hey, can I bring another point about
heart
this too?
attack.
go ahead.
Look,
Well-
even the fans accepted the fact that the game was over and started leaving. They exited quickly.
Right.
Because they knew the severity of it.
Exactly. And
You know?
Skip did
So
come.
they showed more respect than Skip and a lot of other people did was the fans.
Skip came back and he
he-
gave this other
yeah.
tweet about how
Right.
it's important, this, that, and the other, and then talk
Right.
about I prayed for him. Now, I have a problem with that. With everybody saying, I don't like when folk just tell me I'm going to pray for you. If you're not going to pray for me, then don't pray for me.
Right.
Now,
Right.
I do have respect for a guy by the name of Dan Orlovowski. I believe I'm pronouncing his name right. He's an
Yeah.
ESPN analyst.
Right. He prayed.
With NFL Live. And he
Prayed
said,
on the air live.
I'm going to pray now.
Right.
That's
And
that's
that
right.
white boy prayed on national
That's
TV.
it.
So
That's
that
right.
you get respect from me for things
That's
like that.
right.
Right.
Not just
'Cause
saying
he
I'm
just
going to
said
do it.
That
We're going
pray
to do it
was-
right now.
That was the politically correct thing to say. I'm gonna pray for him.
Exactly.
And you probably I gotta see it. Well, I gotta read it because he probably just this is the right thing to say. But I'm not gonna
Looking at the
If you
tweet, that's
really-
basically what it.
Yeah. If you
I
really,
prayed for him and I will continue to pray for him.
Yeah, whatever. Just say I apologize for how I said it or when I said it. To your point, Bo, when the timing may have not been right, but because I get what he's saying, but the timing was wrong.
It's all wrong.
Yeah, it was.
And like I said,
totally
he
wrong.
doesn't feel like he did anything wrong.
And that's not the first time. It's not going to be last time for him either.
For Skip Bayless?
Yeah, he don't apologize for nothing.
But now, play devil's advocate a little bit, just for the fun of it. Do you think he did it for ratings or for more influence on Twitter and Instagram,
I
whatever? Or
think
do you
he-
think he's just insensitive?
What he said or not apologizing?
Both.
I think he's
I
just
think
insensitive.
I think when he said it, that was genuine from his heart, and he had no hidden motive. But that's how he felt.
Okay.
Now, him not apologizing, I feel as though he is being stubborn and standing up to social media and anyone else and saying, no, I'm not going to say I apologize because I don't feel as though I was wrong. And it's too bold point. We plenty of people have fell out and we went back to play. So why am I going to? He's like, I'm not going to get caught up in it. That's what he's saying. I'm not going to apologize. I'm interested in seeing if there's going to be any repercussions to him not apologizing.
Well, I won't say it's a full petition, but people are saying online that they want him fired. He's on ESPN. That they want him fired. I don't know if they're going to fire him or not,
Yeah,
or
I
suspend
really
him.
want. I want to see if there be any.
But people are
Because-
saying he should be.
Shannon
Because
Sharp.
it sure enough,
Shannon Sharp.
gave what's his name that just came out all that stuff from the Brooklyn Nets just for posting
Kyrie?
something, just for reposting. So they sure enough gave him a whole lot.
They did. What were you going to say about Shannon?
Shannon Sharp was one of the biggest advocates for black athletes and black people and HBCUs and everything. I mean, football, not just black people. He's married to a white woman, so he's an advocate for people. but what I'm saying is, he tried to give him a chance to say, "Hey,
Fix
you
it.
might have said it in the heat of moment,
Right, fix it.
and can you address that differently?" And so I'm waiting to see if everybody else is tomorrow or the next day when that's going to come out. So
Is he gonna fix it?
I don't man, I try to give people the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes I say things wrong. First thing out of my mouth without thinking. So give me the benefit of the doubt. And give anybody the benefit of the doubt, because I ain't never seen Skip to be like a racist person.
Right.
Yeah, that's why I said I won't say he
I ain't never seen him
racist.
be like a racist person. But he might have spoke wrong at this time.
Yeah, it was
just
insensitive.
thinking about what the league would be trying to do instead of thinking about what the player and the family and the other players
Right.
were going through. He's thinking about what the league would do.
He was thinking
properly
about it as a
forward.
business instead
Right.
of
And a business,
Human.
like you
Business
said,
instead of being
Instead of
human.
being sensitive
yeah.
to the situation.
I get it. Y'all heard about your boy Charles Barkley? Giving away $8 million to
He ain't
do
give
the
me none.
HBCUs.
Oh,
He
Well,
okay.
gave-
it's $1 million apiece, so he's
Okay,
giving
well.
$1 million. Yeah, he's
Okay.
giving away a total of $8 million to
Okay.
Okay.
the
Shout out
HBCUs. He's
Charles
giving to
Barkley.
Bethune-Cookman,
Just because Deion
Jackson
left.
State,
Bethune-Cookman needed.
Alabama A&M, Clark Atlanta, Morehouse,
Clark needed.
Miles College, Tuskegee, and Spelman.
I'm glad
Shout
he
out,
did
that's
that.
what's up.
Guess why he did that?
Why?
Why?
Because Deion Sanders brought attention to it. He been black all his goddamn life. You know this situation was going on all that time. But now, cause Dion went to a white school, and bring attention to that. So now all of a sudden, I'm gonna stand up and support the black school. Nigga, you been black all your damn life. you been from a little town in Alabama, and now all of a sudden, cause Dion left, you all of a sudden gonna stand up and be a triumph and a trooper.
How you
and
gonna
give
do
money
it?
to the black school. Thank you, Charles. Thank you.
That's like Skip's
wrote
apology.
that.
I mean, the prayer. I'm going to pray for you. Thank you, Charles.
Hey, you know the only thing Charles has done so far in his
At
life.
least it was the motivation.
He hasn't become the governor of Alabama yet.
I don't give a damn what the motivation.
At least Dion gave him the motivation to do it.
And I'm so glad he gave
yeah.
it.
Well, do
And
you
I'm
think
glad-
others are going to step in his footsteps now and give money to HBCUs?
I hope
No,
so.
I'm going to
I
tell you
hope
why.
so.
Okay.
Because HBCU alumni, they said only 7% give back to the school.
But
Of
he's saying, do
graduates.
you
Of
think?
gra-
I'm saying,
Hold
do you
on,
think
of
other
graduates.
celebrities will?
But he said,
Now,
do
I
you
ain't
think
just
other-
celebrities. HBC alumni.
My question
only
is, do
give
you
back
think-
hold on, 7%. So now Charles is doing it. Charles is doing it. Okay, yeah, we'll give a few dollars here and there.
But my question is, will other celebrities follow Charles's footsteps
No.
and give back to the college?
I hope you're wrong. I hope you're wrong.
No,
I hope you're
I'm
wrong.
gonna tell you why. They're gonna feel
Well,
like
you
Charles
said that a
gave
few
enough.
minutes ago, but you gave me another answer
Charles
that
gave
had nothing
enough.
to
They're
do
gonna
with
say
it.
Charles gave enough. They don't need that much. Charles gave enough. They don't need that much. They were doing good without it. And Charles gave that much. And I'm telling you, I'm saying.
Well,
Folks ain't gonna
I
give
got
Charles-
another one for you, though.
Charles did enough.
Everybody's mad at Dion
Yeah.
for leaving,
I am.
right? Okay. But you just said that now because Dion left, it gave more attention to the schools, to the HBCUs. So did Dion do a good thing or not?
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
But
All
y'all
the
mad
way-
at him for leaving.
I still am.
If not for nothing but
I
the
like
city,
Dion though, but
if
I'm still
nothing
mad.
for nothing for the city of Jackson, Mississippi. I don't care about what he did for the rest of the SWAC and all the other schools, but the city of Jackson, Mississippi, where they have no running water. When he first came there, the first year he came there, the school made $19 million because he came. Tourism, hotel sales, and everything else. Now the second year, $30 million. All right. The next year after that, $35 or $55 million, whatever it was. So yes, he made an impact on the city of Jackson, Mississippi, and the state of Mississippi if he didn't do nothing else.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And the man, you give him his salary, and he giving back half of his salary to helping the program do better. So yes, he did great.
But people
things.
don't talk about that much. All they talk about is him leaving.
Yeah.
All they say is he left, he should have stayed, this, that, and other. But
Well,
nobody
because
talks
they-
about breaking down the numbers
Well, they're
and
selfish,
the impact
man.
that he had on Jackson, Mississippi,
Right.
on Jackson State, and
And
just
that's the
overall
reason
exposure
why-
to HBCUs.
Well, that's the reason why I wanted him to stay, because of the impact that he made. And I do know that he had donated. I didn't know how much of his income, but I do, and that was the reason why I was so emotional
Right.
a couple of shows ago when he left. But I mean, if him leaving motivated people like Charles Barkley to give, then so be it.
Hey, that's a great thing because Charles didn't go to HBCU. He went to
Right,
Alabama.
right,
So for him to
right.
get back to HBCU is a great thing.
It's a great
but would
thing.
it happen? Would it happen if Dion didn't bring attention?
Probably
to it?
not.
Okay. that's
Probably
what I'm
not.
saying. So all them people out there saying Dion.
all I'm
left for the
saying is
money.
y'all shouldn't be mad at Dion.
Yeah.
I mean,
Nah, don't be
listen,
mad at Dion.
I like
That's all I'm
Dion.
saying.
I just want him to be there.
He gave you a
I-
platform to work from.
Because I would have
Yeah,
followed
and
the money,
did.
and he
gave
followed
a
the money.
platform
And
to
you
work
know
for.
what?
So I get it.
More people from my city in Chicago go to Jackson State, I think, than any place else.
Exactly.
So
And-
where does the money going to? Is it for the sports
And- and
department?
we
I actually
love
don't
Jackson
know. It
State.
just said he donated $1 million, so I don't
'Cause
know
sometimes you can,
if
like,
he can
say this
designate
is-
where the money went. If it's
Right.
going to sports
Or
and
they
it's
do
going,
what they wanna do.
I hope so because you don't want to give it to the trustee and just let them
And
do what
let
they
do
want.
what they want,
That's just
right.
like giving to the building
Give an
fund.
assignment to the money.
Get the building fund. They ain't built no, ain't been no
built
building.
nothing.
They put no doorknobs on.
30 years, still got the same building fund.
That's it. You've been listening to DisRace, DC Curry's DisRace. You got Deacon Torrance sitting in for DC Curry. He'll be back next week. Bo P,
Who the who?
Sister JJ,
I'm still here.
Bullhead.
What am?
Don't forget to follow us online, YouTube, TV at DC Curry TV. You've been listening to DisRace.
Who did that track?